Well, greetings. I'm Pastor Milton Rain Jr., Senior Pastor of Kingdom Builders right here in Birmingham, Alabama. I am honored to be able to come into your homes, your automobiles, your job, your cubicle, wherever you may be, just to share the gospel of Jesus Christ and give you a kingdom nugget on this midday motivation. I said something a few days ago talking about raising our level of expectation. And I believe it takes what we call bold, audacious faith. That's right, audacious faith. To be able to ask God to do something that you have no prior reference of him ever doing before. This is what Peter did in Matthew chapter 14. He never saw anybody walk on water. But because Jesus was doing it, he says, God, if that's really you, allow me to come out and do what you're doing. What are you saying, Pastor Ian? Peter understood, if Jesus is allowing me to see it, it's only building up my faith so I can ask him for it. So let me say this to you. Don't be jealous of people that are doing what you aspire to do, that are doing what you pray that you want to do. Because sometimes he's allowing you to see them do it so you can be bold enough to ask him to let you do it. Peter says, if that's you, let me walk on water. Now think about this. The other disciples on the boat, they're excited about boat safety. You remember now, it's a storm. So the boat is rocking. I'm sure water was getting in the boat. And while they were holding the rails, thanking God that not enough water is getting in to sink them, Peter says, I see Jesus doing something that I've never seen a person do. And I'd rather get rid of boat safety and walk on what's trying to come into my life. What are you saying, Pastor Ren? Don't limit yourself to asking God for something that's beneath who your daddy is. You know who your daddy is. He's the Alpha and Omega. He's the beginning and the end. He's the first and the last. He's the one that created the heavens and the earth. Why would you ask your daddy for a toothpick when he wants you to have the lumber yard? In other words, raise your level of expectation. Maybe what you're asking God for is too small. And here's what I want to encourage somebody by saying, if you can see yourself doing it, you don't need God's help. If you can see yourself buying the car, why do you need to ask God? If you can see yourself buying the house or the furniture, why ask God? Just go get it out of your account. But I believe God is trying to get us to ask him for some things that we can't see ourselves doing within our own power. That's where bold, audacious faith come in at. Nobody in my family started a business, but God, I believe I'll be the first one. Nobody in my family ever beat cancer, but God, I believe I'll be the first one. Nobody in my family ever married their baby's daddy, never married their baby's mama. But God, I'm going to be the first one. Be bold, be audacious, and ask God to do some things that eyes haven't seen, neither have ears heard. And I believe if you do that, you're going to be amazed at the great things that God is going to shower in your life. I'm Pastor Milton Rain Jr., and this has been your Kingdom Nugget, your midday motivation. Now it's time to get up, raise your level of expectation, and go build the kingdom one person at a time. I love you. Let's keep building. Be blessed.